Hi friends, I have this fun kind of spring garden flower project for you to try. And I know that some of you were doing some flowers during free draw in the art room earlier this year, and we're practicing looking at how you can create imaginative flowers. So we're gonna start that way. I've got my pencil, my eraser, my Sharpie, my white oil pastel from my set, and my watercolors with a cup of water. So I'm gonna start with pencil, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make really simple circles, different sizes, and that's going to organize my composition and how I want to place my flowers. Now these are not really going to be realistic flowers. They're going to be kind of designs of flowers. But I want to get a sense for where they're going to go. So this looks like a garden of lollipops right now, really lightly with pencil. But then I'm going to take my Sharpie, and you can do the whole thing with pencil if you don't feel comfortable going for it right away with Sharpie, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. So I'm going to start in the center, and some of them have kind of a flower within a flower, and so you just repeat until you get to the edge of the circle. That's why I left my circle there, because I know I want that flower that size. And then you can look for the empty spaces if you want to make it a little fuller, and keep that one really simple. You could do one that's more from the side, so you could take that circle and create petals like this. Whoops, if you make a mistake like that, just make it into kind of a thicker line, because we can't erase the Sharpie. Then I'm going to make these fun designs coming out from the center. These are kind of whimsical flowers. I'm going to make this center dark like a poppy, and try making these petals a little bit more pointy and not so perfect. Let's see what happens. Until I feel like it's about the right size, right? And then, let's see, maybe I could start with a swirl on this one and do long rounded petals. You don't have to make every flower different. You could repeat. If you have a flower you really like and you like drawing it, go ahead and repeat it. It doesn't have to be different. But I'm just kind of trying to think of all the different flowers I could make to give you guys ideas. What about seeds in the center with flowers? I mean petals that have stripes. Okay, what should I do for this last one? I think I'm going to do another repeating one. All right, starts with small petals and then goes to larger petals and fill in the blanks. Okay, so now I can go ahead and make some simple stems that aren't too thick. If you go too fast, your Sharpie might be too light. See how it got really light right there? I was rushing a little bit. And then I think it might be fun to add patterns into your flowers. I'll let you decide how much detail you want to add with Sharpie. We're going to add a little detail with the oil pastel too. That's a kind of a fun technique, but I want you to look for the empty spots to put the leaves. That's why we do them last. They can go anywhere, and they're going to help balance our composition. That means we don't have 20 leaves over here and blank space over here. Okay, do you see empty spots for leaves? How about here? Could we curve the lines of the leaves? Yeah. Could we make a leaf that's a heart? Why not? Your leaves don't have to be shaped like mine. You could do some baby leaves to fill in those extra spaces. Okay, so we did pencil, really lightly, just our lollipop shapes. That just helped us get organized. Then we're going to erase the pencil line project has a lot of steps. You don't have to do it all at once. Like you could stop right here and come back to it another day. It's a great place to stop. Then this is going to be pretty impossible to see, but you're going to have to trust me where I'm putting it. So I'm going to put lines in these petals. This is just an extra little detail or texture. I'm going to put circles here just to see what will happen. Maybe I'll put some stripes here. Little dots. Some lines here. Maybe a couple lines even on the green and on the leaves. A little more texture. Okay, so you guys know the difference between your warm colors, red, orange, yellow, pink, and your cool colors, blues and greens. We're gonna leave the purple out. I think it can get a little messy. If the purple gets with the green, it's kind of tricky. So for right now, I'm gonna keep things simple so I can go crazy blending, and I'm not gonna stay in the lines. Crazy Mrs. O'Neill's going outside the lines. I'm just letting the color be in that kind of lollipop shape. And look at, do you see the oil pastel coming? You see those little white lines? If you don't see it, try and add some more water. We're gonna have fun just blending the warm colors at the top up here. So pinks can go with yellow to make orange. Can go with red. This one, I'm gonna try pink first. Ooh, look at that crazy red that I made. And then some pink. Oh, I can really see the oil pastel on that one. Mix a color here. We're just having fun with the color because the Sharpie and the oil pastel is holding our drawing strong, so we don't have to worry too much. Look at, what if I put dots like this and just see what happens to the color? You can really experiment once you have that down. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some greens and blues for the cool colors. Remember, blue makes the green kind of turquoise, and yellow makes the green, oh, that's too dark, not enough water. The yellow makes the green more of a lime green. So I'm leaving my background mostly white right now. A little bit of eraser bits. Make sure you guys can see the bottom. Maybe I'll add some blue, this blue over here, into my green. Green and turquoise. Keep adding a lot of water so you can see your colors. Now here I have to be careful in here because those cool colors might mix with the warm colors and make mud. So I'm being pretty careful right there. But down here, I don't have to worry. Down here, I'm going to add some different greens. And remember, I have my mess mat, so I'm not getting paint all over the table that I'm working on. And then I'm just sweeping my brush up to kind of create a little stripe of grass. And that's it. Yours might look completely different than mine, but I just want you to have fun experimenting with the colors.